initially the most important point was that XRP is not going to be the global institutional payments coin that every dollar in the world runs through, and no other coin really matters. Okay, it's basically a utility coin, and it has a limited functionality. It's going to be used primarily for collateralization, as well as moving money, and that will be predominantly institutional, from what I understand. But it's not going to be as many have called it the center of the universe. I think that's going to be reserved for the Stellar blockchain and XLM, but we'll talk about that another time. XRP is mainly used for on-demand liquidity. And Emily had used the example in the original call of Aqua being kind of an on-demand liquidity type of token. So it's essentially going to be used to maintain valuation as you move money, and again, to collateralize as well. So those are the two real primary and probably only functions that XRP will have as we go into this. And I made a point of XLM having more functionality, meaning throughout our daily lives, XLM is going to be used much, much more frequently than will XRP, because we'll be using it to invest in tokens, we'll be using it to purchase items, we'll be using it to send money from place to place. So, it's going to be, from the standpoint of the people, and that's why it's known as the people's coin, it's going to be much more frequently used and widely used, because the consumer economy is 70% of GDP. So it's going to be used by us day to day, whereas XRP is a one-time event as far as us as investors, that there'll be a buyback, and then after that we'll have no real direct interaction with XRP. So, and then the point of bringing that up was that usually in the markets, when something has more functionality, over time it becomes more and more valuable. Okay, just like you saw, Bitcoin was worth pennies, and because people were using it frequently to move money around and unfortunately do other illicit things, the valuation went up higher and higher and higher. So, functionality usually means a higher valuation. And I was asked on the call, what formula would I use to value XRP based on the information that we have? And my point was, you can't really do that, because the valuations, any valuation that anybody does on this is subjective, because you don't have the metrics you usually have when calculating value, let's say for a stock, a company, a bond, fixed income, a derivative. There's usually hard numbers that you can look at and then kind of plug into your formula and come up with a reasonable valuation. And even